Hey, this is Ja'ThaKidd, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Come my way, cause I know that you was stuck. I'ma get a bag running up and on show here. Everything that I said and when I your ear.
Alright, we got Ja'ThaKidd jumping off the porch with us today.
Yes, sir. We coming all the way from Pensacola, Florida. We finna come make it big with this one at home.
For shit show. How you feeling, gang?
Man, I'm feeling amazing. Blessed.
How I feel to be here?
It's a blessing to be here.
For sure.
One of my bucket list dreams scratched off. For sure.
Oh, that's real, man. Appreciate that.
For sure.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
For sure, man. Let the people know you just turned 18.
Yes, sir. We just turned 18, man. Turning 18, I don't know. It's a different age now, really.
Yeah, you in the big league now. Yeah.
It's sink or swim now.
Nah, for real. How I feel to be a grown man now?
I ain't gonna hold. I'm too childish still. Too childish still, but I'm still I'm gonna make a way through though.
Nah, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Our boy just graduated high school too. Congratulations on that.
Yes, sir. I'm making it out. Yes, sir.
How'd it feel to make your parents proud?
Man, that's one thing. That's one of my goals, one of my biggest dreams. I just want to make them proud. And after that, just to take care of them, make sure that they're straight. That's really just one of my biggest dreams and wishes for them and for myself to do.
Nah,
that's
real.
One thing I want to accomplish.
How does it make you feel to know that you have their support and be able to go to city off your craft?
It's amazing. It's really making it to where I'm able to see it's larger than what I even think it is sometimes. You know, sometimes I get caught up in the working process of just trying to get the music done. So whenever I get to see I can do more than just making music, and I can go out and see people really rocking with it and supporting, it made me feel good. It made me feel more accomplished.
How would you describe growing up in Pensacola?
Growing up in Pensacola, for me, it was real smooth, real relaxing. I mean, Pensacola, one of those places, it's known for its beach, but it's spring break and summer, the beach time. That's the best time to go. But really in Pensacola, if you're from there, it's honestly, if you just around the right people, if you like to party, then it'll be all right for you if you like to party, because it's always seems like it's something going on, you know. Sometimes it get a little dull, a little quiet, but I mean, it's all good. I'm not the type to really even be out and party anyways. I'm really more low key. I just stay out the way, do what I do, and yeah.
How would you describe the people, the culture, and your upbringing?
People in my culture and my upbringing. It's Florida. It's what you think of when you think of Florida, but it's a little different. You know, it's not South Florida. It's not the South Florida signature. So you know, it's very unique in a way, as in, you know, you don't see as many people around with the golds and the wicks, but you know, you still see that because that's Florida culture. But it's still a fun, different Southern culture for sure.
That's real. How would you describe coming up in that environment?
Me personally, I took heed of a lot of people's warnings of what not to do in life, and just took those to better myself as a person individually, and then I just really learned and sat back and listened to a lot of people.
How would you describe yourself as a kid coming up?
As a kid, I mean, I don't know, see, I was chilling. I really wasn't into nothing. I just used to stay up in school, play sports when I used to play sports really competitively. When I really wanted to take it serious, played my sports. I went, worked out and played basketball outside, and went to the park a lot, or the YMCA. But after that, yeah, I just was chilling.
At what point would you say you noticed that the streets of Pensacola can take a turn?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I started seeing that probably in middle school, and it wasn't even really from the streets. It was just more of life can really hit you, because an incident, somebody who lived on my street, they passed away from a car accident. They got hit on a dirt bike. They was riding on their way home. So I seen that, I was just life can really hit he was about, I think he was like 16 at the time. I was still like 12. So seeing that, I just really realized like you gotta be careful in what you doing in life and make sure that you really at the right places at the right times. Check on the people that you like love, cause you don't never know when it's your time to go. So
That's real. At what point would you say you decided to jump off the porch?
I say about 14 years old. That's probably when I like realized like I need to start getting a plan together and start figuring out how I need to move through life and like get everything in order before it's too late.
What would you say was your plan?
My plan really was just like to go to school, go to college and just get a little career and stay out the way. Cause me personally, I ain't an outdoorsy person. I ain't type be outside for real. So music just really came along because it was something I was good at. It was a skill, it was a passion I felt the desire to pursue. So really I tried to pursue it and it's starting to prosper in the ways that I wanted to.
That's real. At what point would you say you picked up on your habits of playing instruments, and what instruments did you decide to play?
It started in middle school. Well, I started playing like the keyboard and like the piano when I was like real little, like 3 years old. Used to just mess around with that because I liked how it sounded. I liked playing little songs I heard on the radio. I like listen to the beats and the melodies and all of that. So that started making me open my mind to that. I really enjoyed it. So I just started playing a little keyboard. Then I got older. As I started getting older, I started messing around with more ways to like make little beat patterns and all of that. So when I got to about middle school and I realized they opened up like for band and orchestra, I just felt like it would be something interesting to do. So I love music the way I loved it.
So what made you ultimately decide that music wasn't only going to be a focus of yours, that you were also going to have a plan B and work both of them at the same time?
I ain't gonna lie, first of all, music really came out of nowhere. It was really like, as far as like the rapping that I'm doing now, first it was just the band and orchestra, which was always just like an extracurricular for school, because they offered it. So school was always important, but like, after that, I started getting older. I started realizing, hey, I'm good at this rapping. I could probably just start profiting off of it if I started pushing more music out. So I started pursuing that and then started making my music. But at school, like it was always the forefront of my goals and my journey.
And now that you're graduating, what would you say is your focus now?
My focus on is just trying to make sure I finish graduating all the way right. Make sure I get into college and at least have my little set plans for as like the future and what I want to do.
What would you say you want to do?
I'm trying to be like an orthopedic surgeon or somewhere in the medical field, because I always like helping out people and helping folks and, you know, messing with all of those things in order to heal people, because like I used to love playing basketball, and I used to see like a lot of like athletes that I looked up to as a kid. They used to get hurt. Me, myself, I started getting hurt a lot. So it's like, I kind of would like want somebody to know that you're in good hands and good care when you go to get your examinations and checkups. So that's one thing that pushed me to want to start being in the medical field.
That's real. Would you say you're completing your goal of making your parents proud?
I'm slowly starting to see it. It's kind of hard sometimes, you know, sometimes you get caught up in the working aspect and then you think about it, it's like a long ways to go. But when you start seeing the picture come together, it's like, yeah, it's cool, it's real cool.
That's real. I know you said your grandfather is currently battling cancer and was supposed to be here with you. Talk about how detrimental that is to you.
Yeah, man, it's tough seeing him, because it's like, about a year ago, he was perfectly fine. It's like, and within like 2 months, he just snapped. I don't know what happened. I started seeing him getting a little weaker, more out of breath. So that it still kind of hurt me knowing like I could go a year back into photos, memories with him, and seeing him, he was happy, moving around, just like he was a strong figure in my life as a male. So I really looked up to him. So it's like he really helped push me and make me the man I am today now. So it's kind of tough, you know, seeing that the way he is in, but I'm still praying and God got the last word, so I'm chilling.
That's real. How much of a effect did it have on your family once you lost your favorite uncle?
It was real tough on my mom. You know, my mom was like my manager also, so it's like knowing my mom was my manager, it was tough on me, real tough on me. It's like, because like he really was like there. He was always there. He always made sure he supported me and talked to me. Like his last words was just to tell me that he was proud of me and he was happy with what I was doing. So it's like when that happened, it just was like it hit me deep. And then seeing my mom in so much pain, I had never really seen her like break down like that. She one of the strongest women I know, the strongest woman I know actually. So seeing her like hurt like that, it's deep. But I came back from it, so I'm back and better than ever now.
So taking those losses and dealing with them, how much of importance would you say it is to make it to the other side of success and show your family a better side and a better life?
My goal is just to show them that like I can do it, like we got it, and that I got them protected, I got them covered, and that I would do everything that I said that I was gonna do for them. You know, like make sure that everybody got everything that they need. They got their things together. You know, financially they straight and like protected. You know.
What is it that you would say you want listeners to take from your music?
I make music personally just to be excited. I make music for you to lighten your mood, just to enjoy. I don't really make music, you know, just dark music. I don't make dark music really. I don't make music for like, to do nothing like crazy. I just make music that you can just bop to, you can dance to, you can ride to, chill out to, vibe to. For the smokers, you can smoke to. I make music for everybody really.
So talk about your project, The Chosen.
The Chosen, yeah, I just dropped that. It's just like, I felt like I'm really like the chosen one. So it's like, a lot of things that I'm doing, it's like sort of accelerating, and like I'm starting to get a lot of doors being able to be open to me, like that for a lot of people are not available yet. And I see it and I'm just like, you know what, it's a blessing. God really chose me to do a lot of stuff. So, you know, I felt like that was an appropriate name for it. But like that project, that debut mixtape, I just dropped it and I'm hoping it does good, but really it was just like a message to people, just to show musically my versatility, but like just to give a message of happiness, you know, give a real pep talk, like real talk to people, just so you can understand and watch out for stuff.
That's real.
For sure.
Talk about the creative process of putting the project together.
It took a minute because I had to think about some songs I wanted on there. I had to switch some songs out. I had to take some songs I really wanted to be on there off. But the creative process really was smooth. I mean, I had my few songs that I had on there. I had those songs I already knew that they was gonna make it. And I just said, like, I'm gonna roll it out this way. Hopefully that by that time I have like a little name for myself and it's starting to, you know, take place. So I'm starting to go up. So I'm glad. And then I decided to drop it and everything just the dots starting to connect perfectly.
That's real. Being that this is your debut project, what would you say is some rookie mistakes you might have made that you learned from?
Some rookie mistakes, like, well, overthinking a lot. That's probably one of my mistakes that I made. You know, like, it's a lot of songs where I took like more time than I feel like I probably should have, just because I didn't think like I had good verses on the song or the beat, or I just didn't like it. So it's like a lot of songs I had that I really felt like had potential, but I scrapped just off the strength that me personally, I I ain't have what it take for the song to make the tape or the drop. So me, I like quality over quantity. I like to make sure my music is real good versus just dropping anything. So I think overthinking probably messed me up with dropping more music the way that I could have, but at the end of the day, it still worked out the way that I wanted it to.
That's real. So what can we expect from the future of your music?
More versatility, more fun, energetic music. You can expect more positive music, good outlooks on life. Just me vibing out, just living life, and just talking that talk, you know.
Besides music, what's some other things you're working on right now?
Some other things I'm working on right now. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I'm starting to think like, as I get bigger, I might start streaming, you know, like on Twitch, but I don't know. I just see like any way I could really get money as far as like being like a public image, that'd be cool. I'm still going to school, so it's like that's one of my focuses and priorities. But as far as like that, with the hip hop image and the music side, like anything where I can just maximize my popularity and gain for the music, I feel like I should start trying to do and pursue.
That's real. What's some other business revenues you want to dive into?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I want to start getting into like property and like real estate values and stuff. I'm not really sure on how it works, but I definitely start reading up on it because it's a lot of profit that you can gain from it. So it's like me wanting to be able to build like revenue for my family and get all this money, I gotta get it from somewhere. And not all the time I'm gonna have it from like music. So I need to be able to have investments that I have in property. And not just even that, stocks, learn how to do that. My family, like, they starting to show me a little more and more as I get older, like how it works, and I'm learning more like how to invest. I haven't personally started investing because I'm just waiting on that time to be ready. But when I start, I want to be like all the way intuitive about it.
No, that's real. What's next for Ja'ThaKidd, man?
What's next? More music, more performances, just starting to take over. I'm starting to realize I got more potential than I even see myself. So I'm just gonna try to maximize it, try to do everything that I can, everything that I want to actually, as fast as I can. Well, not even as fast though, because everybody got a time, you know, so when it's my time, just take that time and go to the top with it.
No, for sure. Any last words and shout outs?
I just want to shout out Mama Ja, that's the manager, Papa Ja, that's my manager right there, bodyguard too. Shout out my grandpa, shout him out. Shout out Mr. Dre and my auntie Jackie. Shout out my auntie Keita, my uncle who passed, my Uncle Letty, shout him out, you know. And that's pretty much it, really. Oh yeah, shout out my barber, Carlos Miller, not the comedian. Yes, sir.
That's what's going on, man. Ja'ThaKidd, we appreciate having you on the porch with us today, man.
Yes, sir.
Come my way, cause I know that you was stuck. I'ma get a bag running up and on show. Everything that I said and when I your ear. How you claim you gon' listen, but you can't hear.